Alright guys, how you doing? Welcome to the MCS weekly live show. Good to see all you guys on a weekly basis. I know you guys have better things to do than be part of the show, but this week got something to show you guys on the fourth video on the tornado. So stay tuned. I'll play that video for you so you can see how it looks. And then next week I'm gonna show you guys the full version of the whole entire unit and everything you need to know about the tornado. Will be next week. I was hoping to do a big announcement, but certain things changed, so definitely next week on the show you get to see the tornado in its full glory, all the features that it has, all the upgrade that it has. I have about 4 or 5 different builds on there. You get to see all different versions. It's pretty cool. So next week you probably don't want to miss next week's show, and you can get to see exactly how the tornado looks like. It's gonna be a pretty awesome show. Alright guys, good to see everybody on the show, and hopefully you can stay tuned for some of the video that I'm gonna play for you guys. Alright, Michael, see you, Tuna, Eric, Anthony, oh man, Tucker, Rashid, good to see all you guys. Hopefully in the next event there I get to see you guys when you come out to this event. Alright, so the talk about event, a couple event next week. Actually next week, the Anarchy Annihilation event. You guys see my post on my page there. I'm not gonna be able to attend the event. They kind of changed the rule. They're not gonna allow any vendors there, so I'm not gonna be out there for this year event. Hopefully they change that, and then we able to attend next year. However, the event will go on, and this year they have Bob Magnets coming out there, and they have the ODSC guys coming down. Mike Lavaldo's running it, so I think it's gonna be an awesome event. Like I said, hopefully they have things figured out and able to deliver the game for you guys out there. You guys need anything though, as far as gears, parts, anything else you need, just message me or call the office here, and we're able to get that for you for the event. But just to be clear, I've been saying the reason why I really try to emphasize that, because I know many of you guys, I said I'm gonna be at the event so many times with the previous show that I did, but for just to make sure you guys know I'm not gonna be at this event, so that way you expect to see KT there, I'm not there, and kind of break my promise that I'll be there. So just to be clear, I won't be at the event next weekend in Copperopolis. I want to bring that there so that way you can clear that up. Kevin, George, Vincent, good to see you guys. Vinny, yeah man, like I said, I'm not gonna be at that event, Vinny, so hopefully things running smooth there. I know when I go to event, I help a lot of people fix your stuff. You need no loaner, I get that for you. And so that's one of the reasons why I go to event, for that, kind of help the players, keep the guys on the field. I know you spend a lot of time and money to be in an event, and when I'm there, my job is to make sure you guys stay on the field. Doesn't matter what the problem is, you come to me, and I fix all sort of gun, even one that not my own. If I can help you, I'll help you out, and if I can't, I'll just let you know that I can't. And sometimes I do have some loaner markers out there, so you have a gun down, let me know, and if I have something that I can loan out to you for the day, I'll loan it out for you. Alright, so Ryan, good to see you. Eric, good to see you, buddy. For this week, I'm gonna play a video for you guys on the AK-12, the 4th video on that, and then next week we're gonna close that up with the 5th version, and you guys can start looking to the AK-12 in its full glory. Took us some time to get everything right, so it's gonna be a great release. Like, we have not released something big in a while, so this coming week gonna be pretty awesome release on that AK-12, the full version. Alright guys, I'm gonna play a quick video on the AK-12, and then after that I'm gonna show, actually, you know what, I'm gonna show you guys the auction first, so that way I'll play the video on the AK-12 right after that, so you can see what it's about. So this is the auction for this week. I would call this the Blizzard Compact. It has this 4.5-inch rail, mil-spec barrel nut there, A-frame front sight, has I believe this is a 10-inch or 8-inch rifle barrel. Is it? Yeah, it is a rifle barrel, straight rifle barrel. Get my finger stuck here. And then it has a stubby, short M4 base carry handle. Little stubby little thing. You still adjust the windage on this thing. No elevation adjustment, but you still can do the windage on that. So fairly cool. I'm gonna play video. I'm gonna show you guys how to use this little straps. Not for like a sling. You can use it to kind of carry around the shoulder. But what is cool, this strap does is kind of give you, let you kind of run around your hand here and wrap around your wrist and grab it right there, and able to kind of grip onto it and able to kind of stay steady on your rifle. If you don't have a grip, like a vertical grip or anything else, it's not, like I said, it's not the best thing to have. But if you are in a tight spot and not having all the equipment, and you have a string or a rope or strap, a nylon, paracord, or anything you have, all you have to do is kind of adjust it properly, wrap, like I said, go around your wrist right here, and you're able to kind of grip on pretty tight. You kind of see how it gives me that tension that I need and allow me to control my rifle a lot better. Kind of similar to any vertical grip or neck strike grip can do. This little strap he can do for you, and it's free, and you have something to put together. It doesn't cost you anything. You can use pretty much anything you have, and it works great. So something to think about when you are looking to get one of these. And then like when you go play, a lot of people bring a paracord, right? You don't have anything, put a cord. It will help you control your rifle a lot better. Try it a couple times, use it, maneuver around it, and do some little practice. You get so good at it, and then it become like your part of your slam, part of your extension of your body, and work really well. And like I said, it doesn't cost you much. It's like a strap. You can find pretty much strap anywhere. Your carry bag, you have one, or your backpack, whichever, you can create one. All right, let me see if anybody have any question here. Okay, I'm gonna play, like I said, I'm gonna play a quick video for you guys on the AK-12, and then follow right after that. I'll do a video on this marker here, our shoots. So just to reiterate for you guys, the event is next week, Anarchy and Annihilation. If you guys come to the event, make sure you bring food, you bring all your provisions. You're going to be middle of nowhere. It's not a field, so you're not going to get much service out there. So bring everything you need to go to the event. Bring backups you have to. Go out there. They do camping out there on Friday. And so if you have never been to this event in Copperopolis, you will love it. It has like raw, barren land, and you probably immerse yourself into a really incredible event if you go to this event. You don't see bunker, you don't see netting, you don't see much of that. It's definitely one event that if you miss this year, definitely go for it next year. If they continue to run the event, I hope that they will, because it's a unique event you cannot find anywhere else in the world. I would say that. I would dare to say that you cannot find that event anywhere in the world. Ran by a really good group of guys. Like I said, I am not going to be able to attend the event this year. So hopefully they sort it out and I'm able to attend next year. I know they're trying to, despite what people post, I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to grow the event through getting more support with all the suppliers and the vendors. And we've been, MCS, RAP4 has been one of the major entity behind the event, even though this year we're not behind it, but it seemed like we are, just because of our location and just because we ran the event so many years in the past there. And this year we're not part of it. This year is solely ran by Mike, the ODSC gang down SoCal, Bob, Magnet. They put really great event together. So you guys want to play an awesome Magfed event, you definitely want to participate in this year. Subsequently, hopefully they sort it out. Like every year, the thing with Copperopolis is just barren land. You have to bring everything out. You have to bring paint. You have to bring air. You have to bring all the provision out there. It is tough. And it's like I said, in the middle of nowhere for hours. And if you need something, you actually have to hop in the vehicle, drive off. Years past, a compressor didn't work, we have to go into another field to get air. It's tough. So like I said, I hopefully they able to figure all these logistic out and able to put an option event together. And it's and you guys, when you're done with the event, thank these guys. Like I said, you're pulling an event at a field. It is it's hard, but it's not as tough because you get referee there, you get the support behind there. But putting an event in the middle of nowhere, it is no simple task. I ran that event for I think 4 or 5 years at Copperopolis. We have to send out, we have to send employees out there to prep the field. We have to be there like a day or two early to cut the weeds, tape up all the safety zones, and then the night before, it's hard. It's not a safe environment, so like I said, you'll play in the middle of a copper mine, and so when you guys do play, be very cautious of the zoning. You got jagged rocks, you got spike out from the ground. You can trip, fall, and definitely not able to survive for the entire event. So if you are going to event, be careful of that. And if you not going to event, make sure you put it on your calendar for next year and check out for it. All right, guys. Good to see everybody here. Kevin just stepped in. How do you become MCS Tech? Kevin, message me and I'll set you up. Chilango, to see you. Rob, Ryan, good to see all you guys. All right, no, I'm gonna play a quick video for you, and then you can check it out on the AK-12, the fourth part of the R&D process. Okay, here goes. All right, boy, AK-12. Gonna switch the video over here really quick. Step in the design.
Modern combat sports.
Hi, my name is KT MCS, and welcome back to the next step in the design of the Tacamo tornado. So last time I showed you guys on the body, how we made the sample of the body already, and how the hand guards combine together and become almost a gun. But after we put together, we found that there are a couple features still missing from the hand guard. For example, right here, if you put the original Tippmann X7 handguard in, see how it's off, completely off right there, about 1/8 of an inch there. So we have to redo the front. But I don't need the body, so I just made a prototype of just the front area only to save material and time. And now you can see when you put in the adapter, the handguard, you can see it's perfectly aligned. That's a lot of things that we have to overcome when we design, especially reverse engineer a certain part of the project. If we make a whole new handguard and a whole new body and adapter, it's easy, just get the two parts to match and it's done. But this part already existed, so therefore when we design this part, it gotta match with the existing component. That's the complexity in reverse engineering that. So as you can see, that I have to kind of make a prototype of the chamber here to test to make sure that the feeding system is working properly with the different mechanism, how you can be able to match it in. See how it comes on nicely, and with different type of magazine going nicely. And also we want to have the ability to, on the AK-47 system, you want to do a quick mag change. So you will have seen how people do a mag change, they hit and do the next one, just like that. So that's what we want to do as well. And that's a complexity that we have to overcome when we design this system. And also you can see how we did the lock bolt too. We have to able to implement the lock bolt in there as well. So you can see how it close out, see how it's open and close. How the lock bolt goes inside and then come out, go inside and come out. And you can turn it off. And now it doesn't go in anymore, so doesn't stop the bolt anymore. And we're able to do all this type of testing in the process of development of the product. So next stage from here is we're gonna put the whole gun together, and then we're gonna shoot, do a shooting test on that, just to make sure everything's working properly before we go to the next process in the design of the product. All right, thank you very much, and we'll hope to see you in a few more days. Exactly, shoots great. If you have any question, comment, concern about this Blizzard Compact, let us know. Visit. Alright guys, hopefully you guys saw the video on the R&D of the tornado there. And it was a quick video, but it's kind of show you guys where we at with the project. Looks like we're about the next week we're gonna release the final version, the final video of the tornado. We're gonna show you guys how it works, how it functions, shooting, new feature that it has. Like I said, a lot of work put behind it, a lot of kind of different changes that we did to it. So you guys gonna love how it turned out. All right, so on the auction, I believe somebody already had like 200 on the auction already. Let me go scroll back here. I was so busy earlier. Was trying to get this show going. So I think somebody have 200 on the auction. Go ahead, if you already did that, go ahead and put it up. If not, Felix is starting at 100, and somebody kind of did the 200. Go ahead and post it up, so I kind of pin it for you. So this is the marker right here for this week auction. Alex, good to see you. Justin, Bruno, hey. All right, guys. Again, the auction for this week is this Blizzard right here. This Blizzard Compact has a couple different features that you can check it out. The 4.5-inch wrist handguard, the mil-spec barrel nut, A-frame front sight, and 8-inch straight rifle barrel, and a little bit of a coolness muzzle brake here. Set screw right in place. This small little carry handle back right here, internal air. That's a good setup for you guys to go and as a backup or get to, as a new player. This is a setup that you can get on it right away without having to worry about more costs. Magazine full accessible. You can get these magazines fairly inexpensive. A lot of players already have these ready, so you can actually. What I love about this magazine is you have the different colors, and you have the ability to kind of mark the magazine if it's ship projectile, first strike, or standard. You can change the little cap or the button to different colors. We're making the red color right now, so that way us in-house as well, when we make these black ones, I can't even tell if it's ship projectile, ready, or standard. So we're gonna make a red, a maroon color button that allows you kind of every single magazine that we built that has a ship projectile spring in there. Will put a little maroon button on it for you, so that way when you receive them, you know the difference. Right now, when you order 10 different magazines and one of them is shape, when you receive it, you don't know which one. I mean, to us, we have the same problem. We don't know which one as well. So it is good to know which is which when you have them. That's where you can identify them pretty quick. Of course, you can mark it, but it's out of convenience that we're doing it. So when you have it, then you don't have to worry about it. All right, so okay, yeah, right there, Carlos. Thank you, Carlos. Thanks for that. So right now it's 200 by Zoep. If I say it right, I'm sorry. Start with a Z. It's kind of hard to pronounce. All right, so that is the option you can get. Really, the thing that if you're looking at these marks right here, I kind of reiterate all the time that how easy for you to clean. You push a little button right here, you can pop the little pin out, and you can swing this mag wheel out forward like so, and then you can access to your chamber here. You can take the barrel off, put in like a bucket of water, kind of swish around, dry fire, bang, 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 and it cleans up all the debris and paint that you have. That's why the inline bolt system works so well. They regard as the AK-47 of paintball because of the kind of high tolerance that it has, a lot of space. So when you shoot, you have a break or whatever, it just plow right through. It doesn't worry about get stuck. And if you compare these against like our standard system, like a PTR and a 468, in our system, if you have a break on the 468, you have a break in between the bolt, it would jam up the bolt and won't fire because the tolerance is so tight. That's why on these guns right here, you get a little bit less per shot. You get like about 100 shot per mag, rather than the 468 and PTR, you get about 150 per mag. So the efficiency a little bit there. So to put it back, you all have to just kind of put into a little hinge point right here. Move forward, hinge it forward, slide it down, and then pop the button in, and you all set. All right, guys. That is the auction for this week. Right now, it's at 200. You guys up for it? You can actually bid for it. Internal air, of course. You don't have to worry about having to run a braided hose down here, built in right for you to go with internal air. Of course, you can upgrade this back area here to have a 13 side tank or any other size tank that you want to put in. You can add on to it. Robert, a 2 1/4. So, in fact, this one, if you ever want to upgrade it, I would just gonna get another barrel. Say you want to shoot first strike and shape round. The only thing you need is a rifle barrel. That's it. If you're gonna shoot round balls, this is the best barrel for that. It has this tracks around the barrel, have the the low and the we call the train track, right? The land and groove. So what happened when you fire the rounds off, air actually cushion around the projectile. So at its exit, it doesn't kind of wobble, and then it causes kind of like a curveball. So as the projectile been shot out, air kind of pushed through smoothly and steadily. This is one of these right barrels, probably the best barrel for round balls. So I would say about 80% on shape rounds and first strike. If you are gonna shoot shape round first strike, you get only about 80% of the potential that it can deliver. So for paintball, the best, 100%. I mean, you cannot get a better barrel. I mean, of all the guns, I shoot these markers on a day-to-day basis. I mean, we test them before we ship them, and we test different balls, different barrels, and we ship them every day, and we shoot every day. So we found that the straight rifling barrel are the best round balls. I mean, hands down, no question asked about that. And so this one comes with that 1-inch diameter barrel. You're gonna definitely enjoy it. What's barrel for round ball? Round ball is for straight rifling barrel, and this barrel already comes with one, so you don't have to worry about upgrading the barrel. You get a rock solid barrel right here. Carlos, good to see you, buddy. Ron, good to see you. Well, thanks guys for coming onto the show here on a weekly basis. I know I can't say enough about having you guys part of the show. It's great to see each one of you every week and able to kind of do this show live. You know, allow me to kind of answer the question that you guys have and able to bring up any issues that out there that I could not address by email or by chat or through Facebook. It's great to have the ability to bring it, to say it what it is, and be transparent about stuff that's going on. And you guys have any question on, I know somebody was asking about a lock bolt on the Tip-X earlier. It is being on production right now. We shipped out like a dozen of them out there to the world. Bunch of people have them right now to test and to kind of play around. Some people do have problem. A lot of report to me that the screws, the top screws kind of narrow. They have a hard time installing. I kind of been adjusting that. I already know when I test my hair, I kind of knew about it already. So when I ship it out, I didn't adjust it. I can ship it out and you guys kind of adjust it and put it in. Part of the fun on testing prototype stuff is not perfect. It works, but you still have to play with that to make sure that it worked right. But you do have a functional system on that. Oh, Joseph, good to see you, buddy. I was gonna message you about the event. I hope that you already heard that I won't be at the event because of the vendor issues. But hopefully you guys need something, let me know so I can address it with you, Joseph, because we were gonna chat when we're there. All right. If you guys have a question on other things that are coming out, let me know and I'll address them. But on the lock bolt side, I know people have been asking me about it on a daily basis, when it's coming out and when it can order, how it can order one. Currently, I don't have a exact release date yet. I'm hoping to put it out in about 2 to 3 months, and I'll let you guys know before it comes out. I know a lot of you guys been asking about pre-orders and that stuff too. So on the lock bolt, I'm not going to take pre-order just because it's just a small part and you can just order when it comes in, let you know when it comes in. Box mag though, oh boy, box mag is moving fast. Like I said, I'm hoping to let you guys see the new version in about a week or two. Next week is all about the tornado, and then following, hopefully about the week after that, or following after week, we can actually start more push by box mag, shoot it, and play around it, and to kind of show the full version of how it works. And it's glory, I would say, because that's probably the most asked question that I get on a daily basis. When is the box mag coming out? When can I order it? How many rounds does it hold, and so on, and the line of question. It is coming out, so I'm working really hard to get everything aligned, get the the material, get the production line, adjust all the different areas to make sure that it's nice and smooth, no snag, and I'm working with the manufacturer to get it right. Like I said, it's gonna be probably one of the coolest setup that we're gonna have in a long time. Joseph, MSR, like I said, the last we spoke, I'm adjusting the shell. The shell takes a little time to adjust. Like I said, if you stop by, I think I showed you guys that when I go to an event, the shell, when we put together, it's a little bit off to one side, so I have to kind of recenter the core a little bit to make sure it's nice and even. So every time we put one together, it is consistent. That's the thing about with these rounds, like making bullets, right? And every round has to be the same weight, the same height, the same length, the same diameter as the previous one. Otherwise, when you have a shot, the subsequent shot will not be consistent as the first, as the previous, and therefore your shot will not be great. And we don't want that. We want every shot to be consistent as the following rounds, and you're able to get that shot after shot. That's my goal, and that's ultimately what I'm shooting for. I anticipate next week or two to have a little more upgrade date on it and able to test it even more, showing you guys exactly where we're at with that. But right now, like I said, I could have released it the way that it is right now, but we really, you don't want to ignore a problem that you see. I don't want to see that, okay, it's there, but okay, you know what, we're not going to make it, we ignore that because we want to reach to our or reach to what we set out to do. I see that there's adjustment to be made. I'm gonna go make the adjustment so that way I can get the flight and the range that you're looking for. I'm sorry, late for the auction. Okay, Jimmy, you're not late. You actually right about time. So this is the auction marker of this week, Jimmy. This one runs you right now. It's a 2¼ by Robert. Comes with the 4.5-inch wrist handguard, A-frame front sight, 8-inch recon rifle barrel, straight rifle barrel, fantastic 4-round paintball, and then you have your internal air 7-position adjustable buttstock, the kind of miniature M4 base carry handle here. You can actually adjust your windage, no elevation adjustment here, but pretty small compact setup. I call this a Blizzard compact. Come this little strap. I know you guys don't seem like much, but like I said, what I'm gonna show really quick here. What it does is kind of help you control your rifle a lot better. It kind of replaces, if you have vertical grip or you have an extra grip, it replaces that for you and kind of show you what the things you can do with a little bit of ingenuity, right? So this actually put by Maxwell Taylor, one of our in-house tech, and you grab this hand right here, go in behind, and then go around your wrist. And this, see that how it did right there? It let me kind of control my rifle a lot better, give you a little tension right there. So when you are actually doing a new maneuver, you are able to have your rifle kind of control with and much better handling with your weapon as you kind of go through a firefight. So that's how it works. Really quick and easy. You can use a paracord with this. You can use a strap you have, like extra strap from a bag or anything you have. Say you're in a tight situation, this will definitely help. All right, so this is something that currently up for auction, $2¼ You guys up for it? This is yours to take. Of course, you can upgrade to air tank, lock bolt, barrel, sight shape. I mean, pretty much anything you can do with standard Tippmann 98 as far as accessories wise. AK kit if you want to, M4 kit, G36, whatever they can add on. This is upgradable to that. All right, so I do box mag and 98 grip. Definitely, you can do that. Joseph, make sure you put a lock bolt in there. Box mag will shine with a lock bolt. You definitely need a lock bolt for that. The reason being is that if you have the drive pushing around up and it's not fully stacked together, it will possibly cause a chop, and you probably don't want that in the middle of a game, and you have to clean it out and so on. So try not to do that. Oh, Ron, I got some stuff for you, buddy. So Ron, you guys don't know Ron. He's doing a Magfed museum, and I'm getting him some of my prototype and some of my older stuff that I'm gonna donate to his museum. He's gonna have a pretty good line of stuff that I'm gonna give him for that. So you guys ever want to see some of the how Magfed and the evolution of it, check out Ron. He's putting one together. He got all kind of markers there setting up, so check his them out. Ron, you can put a link and stuff here so you see anybody can can follow that on you. Carlton Key, hey, how you doing, bud? Oh, so if you guys looking at going to an event, then the event is next week in the West Coast. I know the last week we have the Operation End War 9 and we're doing the competition there. It was different. I know a lot of you guys had fun, so hopefully we're able to put one somewhere in the future, but it's totally different. So Annihilation is put together by Michael Lovato. He used to be with MCS, and then he moved on and doing bigger and better things, but he still have the love for paintball, and he's gonna throw events in Copperopolis, and he's working together with Bach Magnet, and he's gonna work with the ODSC team down south, and they're throwing the event together. I said, if you've never been to the Copperopolis event, you gotta do it once. It's an environment that pretty much raw. It is pretty much you're gonna love the environment if you've never been there. It is hot. Hopefully this year it's cooled down in November, but years past we did it in October. Man, it was pretty tough. A few people did get heat stroke and stuff, but this year they do it in November, on November 3rd, 4th, 5th, basically next weekend. So you guys are out in the West Coast and want to play Magfed, check it out. Just to be clear, I know I said this many times in the past show that I will be at this event, but to be clear, I will not be at this event. They're trying something new this year. They're trying to get clear things up in the air a little bit and try and get more vendors out next year, trying to reset the event a little bit, because years past MCS has always been the organization that supported, ran it, and basically we're behind the event that's going on in Copperopolis. So this year we're not part of it. We were just gonna go out there and kind of vending and support the event in that capacity, but the event promoter decided that they're gonna reset the event so that way next year they can prep up for it. I'm all for it. So hopefully they run a fantastic event and get more calling next year for the event. So hopefully you guys have the opportunity to come out to this event. All right, guys. Blizzard of Bus. Oh yeah, Kevin. Okay, so yeah, Magfed event where we want to, Felix, right? We ran Magfed since the beginning back in 2009. That's one of the first Magfed event we put together. That's kind of like exploded the Magfed scene right afterward. That year, the following year, we start to release the D-Mags. We start to release out the Mag kits. The Mag kits, the conversion kit. If you guys don't know conversion kit, it takes your standard Tip 9.8, A5, X7 Classic, Phenom, BT, Valken, all these inline bolt marker, and then turn them into Magfed. It kind of, after we released that, it kind of explode on the Magfed scene. Now, 9 years later, Magfed is being played almost pretty much every weekend, and events are being put together by so many different event promoters And so we're glad that, and it's great to see Magfed have grown, and I don't think Magfed has reached to its glory yet. Like I said, my goal is actually to do two things. One is to have a true Magfed tournament. Teams compete against each other for a true life-changing prize, and that's and able to kind of brag and grow and maybe become like a true competition, maybe in the pro sport level, where a team actually get sponsored and get accolades and get paid, that they can actually train and play like a real sport team. Like right now you have the pro teams that actually play and compete, and that's all they do is play and compete. And I like to see Magfed to get to event, be able to bring out the viewership and grow the sport in that sense. That's, to me, that's like the ultimate thing for Magfed. Number two is obviously you go to any field, any weekend, and able to have a Magfed game. Right now, we can't really do that. Like I said, that because it's just not enough Magfed players. You go right now to a field, you maybe get 2 guys, maybe 3, and you're lucky to get 10. And most fields that you go right now around the country, you barely get 10 on 10 or 20 on 20, right? Except your major area like in the far west coast or far east coast, the major area, then maybe you get that. But as opposed to that, you're not gonna get that many players. That's one of the things that I definitely want to look at, is that ways to to grow the sport, way to get more Magfed players onto the field. And one of the major project we're pushing for is the box mag. I know it doesn't sound like much, but the box mag is gonna change Magfed quite a bit. Why? The reason right now is a lot of people on the fence. They not really want to invest Magfed gear because they could only play Magfed. They want to get something that can play both Hopper games and Magfed games, and that's where the box mag comes in. So you go out for the weekend, you play at a big event, say Living Legend or any of these big events, Photo Gap, and you got a box mag, click it in, you get like 150 rounds going in, boom, 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 boom. You have a great time, get a bunch of kills, conquer the game, have a good time, high fives, and you go home. Next weekend, take your box mag out, stick your magazine in, and then boom, 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 you get yourself a Magfed game without changing anything. You get your box mag for play against a Hopper, you have a great time. You get your magazine, you play with First Strike and play Magfed. So like a 2-in-1 that still not kind of keep you in a solid ground, having your realistic equipment, you have to change anything, not having to take part out, change Hopper, boom. A lot of people don't like the Hopper, you got a little stick right here, add more profile to your already large target. So that is the reason why I think Magfed will definitely come up to more players, because now you can draw those players that are currently playing paintball, draw them into the Magfed scene, and then just transition them into Magfed. Why? Well, because right now a lot of guys, they go to event, and I go to event quite a bit, and I meet these players, and they kind of, oh well, I'm the only guy playing Magfed at my field. Well, how how demoralizing is that, huh? That you're the only guy that actually at the field playing Magfed, as opposed to, well, you know what, I get this get this marker now, I get my box mag coming in, I play, have a great time. And of course, when you have a great time, and people will grow around you, gravity start to pulling towards you, and then you get more players to participate. Right now you have to convince people, okay, you should play Magfed because it's fun, because I like it. You shouldn't have to do that much convincing. You just say, hey, you know what, let's play a game. You want to use your Magfed? Sure, you can. You want to use your box mag? You can, and just have a game at regular field any weekend. How fun is that, right? So that's the reason why I'm pushing for a box mag, and that will kind of subsequently let us work on other projects. And of course, shape rounds and other project, pistol, other stuff, project will come along, and it kind of start changing one step at a time there. So enough said about that. So if you guys are into a Magfed gun, this is the marker that we auctioned for this week, Blizzard Compact. If you guys came in late earlier, I'm gonna play a quick video for you guys on the tornado. I know somebody asked about tornado earlier. I'm gonna play a quick video, guys, again on tornado, so you can see, at least you can see on live, rather than you will see, you see how it looks. Okay, so fully built tornado will be going out next week. I'm gonna able to show you guys how the fully built version look like, and all different version that available for it. It's done, but like I said, it's production still being made, and hopefully I can get those out. The kit itself, the tornado kit, I can get out for you guys next week, next month actually, for shipping. And then the full gun will be a few months after, and it also depends on who, on how much people will actually want the full built version. All right, so Joseph, I gonna have full built, well, to see Joseph next week. I gonna have it on the show. You can actually see it, how it works, how it's functioned, the different version it comes with. You guys gonna love the tornado. I mean, it doesn't seem like much on video here with the R&D process, but when we actually have it out, it's gonna be badass. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a quick little glimpse on that with the video. All right, here goes. I'm gonna play video for you guys. This is the 4th video on that.
Combat sports.
Hi, my name is KT MCS, and welcome back to the next step in the design of the Tacamo tornado. So last time I showed you guys on the body, how we made the sample of the body already, and how the hand guards combine together and become almost a gun. But after we put together, we found that there are a couple features still missing from the hand guard. For example, right here, if you put the original Tippmann X7 hand guard in, see how it's off, completely off right there, about 1/8 of an inch there. So we have to redo the front, but I don't need the body, so I just made a prototype of just the front area only to save material and time. And now you can see when we put in the adapter, the handguard, you can see it's perfectly aligned. That's a little things that we have to overcome when we design, especially reverse engineer a certain part of the project. If we make a whole new handguard and a whole new body and adapter, it's easy, just get the 2 parts to match and it's done. But this part already existed, so therefore when we design this part, it gotta match with the existing component. That's the complexity in reverse engineering that. So as you can see, that I have to kind of make a prototype of the chamber here to test to make sure that the feeding system is working properly with a different mechanism, how you can be able to match it in. See how it comes on nicely, and with different type of magazine going nicely. And also we want to have the ability to, on the AK-47 system, you want to do a quick mag change. So you will have seen how people do a mag change, they hit and do a next one, just like that. So that's what we want to do as well. And that's a complexity that we have to overcome when we design the system. And also you can see how we did the lock bolt too. We have to be able to implement the lock bolt in there as well. So you can see how it lock close up, see how it's open and close. How the lock bolt goes inside and then come out, go inside and come out. And you can turn it off. And now it doesn't go in anymore, so doesn't stop the bolt anymore. And we're able to do all this type of testing in the process of development of the product. So next stage from here is we're gonna put the whole gun together, and then we're gonna shoot, do a shooting test on that, just to make sure everything's working properly before we go to the next process in the design of the product. All right, thank you very much, and we'll hope to see you in a few more days. Alright guys, hopefully you guys enjoy that video there. Like I said, that was for those that came in a little bit late to the show. I just kind of show you guys the 4th, the 4th. Oh, Tim, good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Hopefully things going great for you. Yeah, so that's the 4th video. Next week, I'm gonna show you guys a full build. Shooting the whole 9 yards. So you definitely don't want to miss next week's show. It's gonna be one of the momentous release. Alex, we have not released something that big in a while. We've been doing a lot of different accessories and different parts and stuff, but we have not release like a whole build in a long time. All right, guys. So go back to the auction here. We're gonna end it at 6 p.m. So you have about 6 minutes left. Just kind of give you a last call for it. So you want to get this marker, you can be part of it, and you get about 5-6 minutes to go, and I'll call it at about 6 o'clock. And you want to be playing with this, definitely. You gotta be in it to win it, right? So last run on it. So 4.5 inch handguard here, A-frame front sight, 8-inch barrel, kind of small. Carry handle back here. You have windage adjustment, no elevation. You get internal air. If you're the winner and you want internal air and you want a tank, you let us know. We can upgrade that for you. Just gotta buy the tank, and then we can swap out the stock and the guide. And then you can stick to this, so you don't have to worry about that. All right, so look for it, and then 6 o'clock I will call the auction off, and whoever gonna be on it, you gotta definitely be the winner for that. Oh, Brian, good to see you, bud. Brian Nightmare PB in the house. Again, I'm gonna go over a few things, so that way reiterate what's going on. So you guys can have the last recap for this coming week. Next week gonna be Anarchy Annihilation event. It's gonna be in Copperopolis, and you know, I've been announcing a couple times I will be at the event, just to make sure you guys. I've been repeating just make sure you get the message out, and you know, you guys don't show up to the event saying where's KT, and you know, and I'm not there. So I'm not be at the event this year. The event promoter is changing that there's no vendor, and of course we totally respect that. They're looking to kind of reset their event, and they're planning to have a big event next year for more vendors to come out. So that is the word, and I think it's a fantastic idea to kind of get, you know, the reason they're doing that, I can understand that. Years past, MC has been the major supporter event. We kind of organize the event, we ran the event, we do all kind of stuff for events. So I was being known to be an MCS event. So I can understand that they want to reset it and dissociate MCS from the event. And so what they want to do is kind of reset that, and so next year they get more support behind it, get more vendors and different companies out there. So hopefully that worked out well for them. For event promoter, and this event can be ran by Mike Lovato, the ODSC team down south. Bob Magnet, you know, the veteran at the field. I'm very sure they're gonna able to iron out all the different kinks from years past and have a fantastic event, and so that they can repeat that every year. And I hopefully that they would repeat it every year. Copperopolis is a hard place to run an event. I was been saying that you got a piece of land, and you have to bring everything out. You have to bring paint out, you have to bring air out, you have to bring manpower out. You got to come out early to tape everything off to make sure all the, you know, the make sure the safe zone or the non-safe zone are marked off. It is tough, and like I said, years past when we ran the event there, I have to send an employee there, pay employee time to go out there and tape everything off. Clean, organized, prepare for event, get all the props. It was very, it's like so much work and very expensive. A lot of resource has to put in there to run the event. So you guys can definitely appreciate you can definitely have to appreciate the event when you go play there, because these guys put a lot of work to put this event together. If you ever have a chance to come out to the West Coast and do this event, you definitely have to go there. So I hope that they're able to, you know, straighten out everything, get the support behind the event, and able to continue the event from years to come. It'll be, I know the reason, like I said, I've been saying many times that I can't run the event anymore. I've been doing so many years. I have limited time. I've been working so hard and putting so much hours on the R&D and get this product out, and I also have the operation part of the company to manage, and so I'm not able to put my time resources into the event at all. That's why I have to walk away from doing that event, rather than trying to do something that kind of I cannot do. I just gave up, and so I'm doing the smaller event the annual series event locally at a field right down the street 15 minutes from here. Make it easier on us. I don't have to plan anything. I just showed up that one day, have the product there, and then have a competition, kind of change it up a little bit. Like I said, this year we're doing a little bit of event. We're doing a competition this year rather than have a full event this year. We're doing a competition this year, so kind of change the annual up a little bit since we don't do an event at a major venue in Copperopolis. So like I said, I know the gang, they're working hard. I know that there's a lot of misunderstanding with myself and the team that run the event. Like I said, I hope that it worked out for them, and hope that things will push forward and get an awesome turnout, better than they would expect. So all kudos for them. So you guys want to know about event, you can Google it, Anarchy Annihilation there. If you guys have link to the event, go ahead and post it so that guys can go out there. All right. So I know a lot of you guys are, you guys see the post on my site. Seem like there are a lot of friction. I don't think there's much going on there. I know the guys that and I will have miscommunication. There's some hardship going on, but I think we're good as far as things goes. It seemed like there's some rough edges, but like I said, nothing we can work out as long as we're good about it. All right, guys. So 6 o'clock. Oh man, that blew by quick. So 2.25. Congratulations, Robert. You will love this little marker right here. Like I said, really nice and compact. You will take some names off of this with this marker. Fantastic round ball, so you can shoot round ball this thing. Man, it's one of the best barrels. So I'm very sure you can enjoy this marker immensely. All right. Oh boy. So guys, pretty much that's it for the day. Next week, you don't want to miss next week's show. Tornado got you the release for next week. It has all the bell and whistle that I've been talking about. It has the new version, body design, buttstock, the whole shebang. You're gonna love the new Tornado next week, so don't miss it for next shows. All right, guys, thank you so much for being part of this show. I know that this show cannot happen without you guys, and appreciate each and every one of you for being part of the show and join me every week, every Wednesday here. All right, guys, I wish you guys have an awesome evening and enjoy every moment of it. Take care, guys. See you at an event somewhere. If I don't see you, I'll catch you out there next time. I'm gonna play a quick video here at the end and catch you next week.